I think that's the best option because actually there will be more lights during a final approach of the vehicle. Okay, now you have a go to deactivate the operation or Rabota mode. All right, then proceed on page 22, please.
The Progress is being commanded under a pre-programmed set of impulse burns, as they are called, small mid-course correction burns from its thrusters to more precisely align it for the fly-around and station keeping that is coming up in just a few minutes, the precursor to its final approach for contact and capture to the Piers docking compartment.
And the range rate is 1.41 meters per second. Copy.
Progress now about 560 meters away from its destination.
Range is 210 meters and range rate is 0.2 meters per second. We're continuing to perform the roll maneuver. We copy.
The roll maneuver aligns the Progress's solar arrays in the right orientation for the start of its final approach.
And we see the roll maneuver continuing. The range is 205 meters and 0.16 meters per second is range rate. We copy.
The approach rate of the Progress to the Piers docking compartment has almost been nulled.
And the range is about 200 meters. The range rate is 0.1 meters per second. We copy. Station.
And the visiting vehicle officer here in Mission Control reports that station keeping has begun. This will be a very brief period of systems checks by the Russian flight control team in Korolyov before the command is given to initiate final approach.
Send the command initial. Ishodny. Initial. Copy. In work. We confirm station keeping and we confirm that all LEDs are illuminated and have activated the Rabota or operation command and LEDs are illuminated. And so please transition to display 44. I am on display 44. External and internal LEDs are illuminated. Copy. We copy all station, and now please deactivate the operation roboter mode. And we have contact, confirm, причал, command, and please continue monitoring the situation. Range is 180 meters.
And with everything checking out in good shape, the Progress has now initiated its final approach.
And please continue monitoring via VKU, please. Copy.
Flight controllers at the Russian Mission Control Center report a smooth approach by the Progress, everything proceeding in normal fashion.
And,
Current estimate is that we are expecting docking to occur up to about 2 minutes earlier than the current schedule.
That's what I'm doing. All right, so I returned to that second notch with the translational hand controller. We copy, and the range rate is 52 meters, and range rate is 0.22 meters per second. We copy.
Again, under current predictions, we might lose our downlink television picture right before docking. Just 45 meters now separating Progress from the Piers docking compartment as it continues to glide in for its automated link up to the Piers. The docking mechanism has been powered up.
Alexei, just a reminder, at the range of 30 meters, you need to activate the range through BPS initial, and also have the abort enabled. Copy. And could you tell me what you wanted me to do at the very end? We wanted you to activate PU BPS initial and then abort enabled, and then leave the roboter operation mode on. Copy. And we are at the 40-meter range, and range rate is 0.19. Electrical crosshairs are misaligned with the docking interface at about 0.5 degrees. So the misalignment is about 0.5 degrees. Copy. So now we're at 30 meters. I'm sending PU BPS initial. Copy. I'm activating the operation mode. I confirm LEDs are illuminated, and I'm sending the abort enabled command. Copy.
Again, this view from a balcony camera overlooking the Russian flight control room in Korolyov outside Moscow as we stand by for confirmation of hooks closed. Once that's complete, there will be a period of leak checks at both sides of the docking interface between Progress and the Piers docking compartment, but the hatch to Progress is not scheduled to be opened until Tuesday morning. And we now have confirmation that the hooks are closed, completing the final chapter in the Progress's journey from the launch pad of the Baikonur Cosmodrome to its docking that occurred at 7:20 p.m. Central Time, 8:20 p.m. Eastern Time, as the two craft flew over Chile north of Santiago. With the Progress 64 cargo craft now safely linked up to the Piers docking compartment, attention now will turn, as far as the International Space Station and its crew members are concerned, to the arrival on Wednesday morning of the next cargo ship, the SpaceX Dragon cargo vehicle that was launched from the Cape Canaveral Air Force Station in the wee hours Monday morning. The SpaceX will approach for a grapple under the robotic control of the Canadarm2 that will be operated by Expedition 48 Commander Jeff Williams and flight engineer Kate Rubens. That grapple is scheduled at 6 a.m. Central Time on Wednesday morning. Our coverage will begin at 4:30 a.m. Central Time with the final phase of Dragon's rendezvous from just directly below the International Space Station, and again, grapple is scheduled at 6 a.m. Central Time. We'll pause in our coverage for a break. Ground controllers will then maneuver the Dragon to its installation position along the Earth-facing port of the Harmony module of the International Space Station, and will slowly install the Dragon to the common berthing mechanism on the Earth-facing side of Harmony. It will be bolted into place by 4 gangs of 4 bolts apiece to form its hard mate, and the completion of this 2 cargo ship arrival within 35 hours of each other at the International Space Station. Dragon carries a cache of scientific experiments and vital research hardware for the crew members on board the station, but perhaps most notably, the first of the international docking adapters that was launched in the trunk of the Dragon as unpressurized cargo. This international docking adapter that weighs about 1,021 pounds will be extracted robotically by ground controllers around August 16th from the trunk of Dragon and will be positioned directly in front of pressurized mating adapter number 2 on the forward end of the Harmony module of the International Space Station. That's the docking port to which space shuttles used to link up to. The international docking adapter, again, will be extracted, as you see in this animation, from the trunk of Dragon and will be positioned right in front of pressurized mating adapter number 2, basically being pre-positioned for a spacewalk that is scheduled on August the 18th by Jeff Williams and Kate Rubens to complete the hookup of that IDA as a brand new docking port for U.S. Commercial crew vehicles that are scheduled to launch in the future, the first of which is scheduled at the moment to be the SpaceX Crew Dragon vehicle, followed by Boeing's CST-100 Starliner vehicle. Again, this animation showing the robotic positioning of the IDA and number 2, as it is known, the first of the 2 docking adapters that will be installed on the Harmony module, the first of which at the forward port of Harmony, the second of which will be installed in early 2018 on the space-facing side of the Harmony module.
Laptop. Copy. In work.
So with Progress 64 having successfully docked automatically to the Piers docking compartment, a couple of programming notes. On Tuesday morning, we'll continue our coverage of space station activities with our Space Station Live broadcast at 10 a.m. Central Time, 11 a.m. Eastern Time. And again, on Wednesday morning, our coverage of the arrival of the SpaceX Dragon cargo craft at the station, with coverage beginning at 4:30 a.m. Central Time, 5:30 a.m. Eastern Time. Progress 64 safely docked to the Piers docking compartment after a flawless, perfect automated rendezvous and a perfect 2-day journey from the launch pad of the Baikonur Cosmodrome to the International Space Station. So for now, we'll wrap up our coverage. Thank you for joining us this evening. This is Mission Control Houston.